Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be an interesting video. Welcome back to my altar, everybody. I don't know how long I've got to film this right now, but I started my grand tableau for the summer. And this is something I did for the spring, and it's actually something that I really like and I'm going to continue doing for the rest of the year. So this is my grand tableau for the summer. I'm doing it every season because I feel like the grand tableau for the major arcana is very in-depth and it doesn't need to be an every month kind of thing, but I do like having it be a special ritual that I do. It's the summer solstice today. Well, it's tonight as I am doing this. So let's just walk through it. I laid this all out and was not intending on filming this. But then there's so much that I want to talk about, and it's easier to just talk to the camera rather than try and write everything out all at once. So let's jump in right now. We have a lot going on. First of all, I decided to lay it out so that I actually can see which card it's supposed to be, like which card the house is in. So I'm using I don't know if you can see it, but the tarot playing cards. It's called Arcana Tarot Playing Cards. I don't know if you all can see it because of the glare or whatever, but I laid out the major arcana from that deck in order so I know which card the card's house is in. First of all, I'm going to run through all of the cards that are in their house. So we've got the Magician in the house of the Magician. We have the Lovers in the house of the Lovers. What else? Is that it? The Hanged One is one card over, as well as there was another one I thought. I love seeing Strength as the end because I'm going to need strength to make those ends and reach the end that I am getting towards. Awakening is the Fool, and I am so happy to see that because last season I'm pretty sure I had the Hanged One in the Fool position and it was not what I needed. I mean, it was what it needed to be, but it felt like I was still stagnating in starting new beginnings. So having this and having awakenings. So this season, I'm going to come to realizations and figure out what needs to be started and where I'm going and what I'm starting with. I really, really like seeing that. I also like seeing the Fool in the position of the High Priestess because I am going to hopefully be opening up new channels and new modes of communication with my intuition from those cards. The Tower being in the position of the Empress, I am not mad actually, because hopefully it means I'm going to be breaking down those walls and those barriers that I've created around my creativity and can step out of the emperor-shaped box that I've put myself in regarding my creativity. And this will help me become more open-minded to any changes or new avenues for my creativity. And seeing the Empress in the position of the Wheel of Fortune just helps to solidify that part of the reading, that my creativity is going to be opening up and blossoming and really changing this season. And I'm very excited to see that. The Emperor, having Death in the position of the Emperor, I am not too mad about. It's going to be, I think, something like the end of my rigid thinking and just the way that I've pigeonholed myself. I think that is coming to an end of this season. And the Emperor is in the position of Strength. And I think that means that maybe these are going to be opposing feelings. Like I'm going to want to stay strong in my routine, and I'm going to kind of try and hold on to that rigidity too much, even though it's something that wants to end. Seeing the Wheel of Fortune in the House of the Chariot is great because that means that change is really ramping up and really coming my way this season. And that's something that I'm very much looking forward to because I have felt so stuck and just like flatlined for a long time, and having this be now like changes are coming, change after change after change. I think that that's what's happening, and I'm very excited to see that happen. What else? Having the Chariot be in Judgment and also having Judgment or Awakening be in the position of the Fool is interesting because I think that that is another sign that my awakening, my spiritual awakening, just my gaining new levels of consciousness is really going to ramp up this season. I think that having the Magician in the House of the Magician is very powerful. It means that I am going to really have that power and have that strength behind me, backing me up, and hopefully giving me the confidence to, or at least the like bravado and facade of confidence until I get it there. Like fake it till you make it kind of energy. We shall see about that. Having the sun in the House of the Moon is interesting because I think that, so the sun for me is a very rational card. It's everything is laid out clear. What you see is what you get. And so having that be in a shadowy card where what you see is not always what you get can maybe serve as a warning that not everything I see is going to be as straightforward as it seems on paper. And that's something to kind of look out for and just keep in the back of my mind for this season. Especially because I think that that is strengthened by the moon being in the House of the Devil. So there are going to be shadowy, sneaky things that I need to look out for and be aware of, set my protections, make sure that I am checking in with myself and staying grounded because I don't want to lose sight of my goals. I think my goals are going to be very important this season, and it's possible that there are going to be some things that are blocking those, but it looks like it's going to be myself blocking it. So it's going to be my shadows. It's going to be shadow work that I need to be doing because the devil is in the position of the hermit. So it's going to be a lot of shadow work surrounding myself, the way that I view myself, my feelings, the way I see myself in the world. This is going to be a shadow working season, it seems, especially with the High Priestess being in the position of the Tower. I think it's also, so we have the High Priestess and the Empress connected to that Tower energy, and both of those are very strong. I feel like they are kind of assertive energies, and these are ones that I'm going to have to take into myself and really integrate in order to have the Tower energy and harness the Tower energy and really have it flow easily. Like I will flow with the Tower, with the crumbling, with the crashing. Hopefully this season, using my intuition, I will be able to get through all of this craziness. Temperance being in the position of the sun, I think just solidifies the energy of the sun and the moon. So I'm going to have to balance out my rational thinking with my hope and with my childlike energy. I feel like the moon is that energy of like kind of, it's like stepping outside of reality a little bit, but like kids can easily change their reality with the way that they think and with the way that they view things, changing their perspectives. They can do that so easily because I feel they're not fully grounded in this world. And once we become adults, we are so grounded and centered and like concrete in our view of the world, and we think that we know everything. So I think this season is going to be one of realizing that's not the case and trying to balance out my concrete adult view of the world and integrate my childlike view and belief that anything is possible, anything can be done, the world is malleable, and I am malleable. I really like seeing that. I think I talked about the world. Strength has been a card that showed up for me this month. It's the key card for my month, and I think that it's going to be the key card for this whole season. I'm going to have to be strong in my shadow work. I'm going to have to be strong in releasing some of that rigidity, especially like what I was talking about here, but having the Emperor in strength, I'm going to have to release that rigidity and let it go. The Empress is coming in to knock out all of those boundaries or all of those blockades. She's going to be working with death to change the Emperor energy inside of myself. And I said in the last one that the Emperor is an energy that I strongly associate with, just with the structure and having everything has its place. Every little box has a place to be. Everything goes in its special box. It's organized, it's categorized. And having the Empress come in and be like, not everything has to be like this, and just like wiping the table clean is exactly the energy I'm feeling and exactly the energy that I'm going to need. Because, okay, so the Tower, the High Priestess, and so the Tower, the High Priestess, the High Priestess, the Fool, and the Empress and the Tower, I think all of those energies are going to be the strongest energies for me this month. And having the Lovers in their own position as well as the Magician, I think that I am going to have to make commitments to myself and make that, I'm going to make those promises to myself. I'm going to dedicate myself, to healing myself, to growing in myself and my energy. The Lovers is going to be, like Kellyanne Maddox says, sometimes dating myself, and it's going to be a season of really stepping into my power and breaking down the ways of thinking that are no longer serving me for this year. This is also my birth season. So I'm going to be changing the Chariot out for another card at the end of this season, and I'm pretty sure it's Strength. Hang on a second, let me do some math. What the heck? This is gonna be crazy if this is true. Oh my god. Oh my goddess. Oh my gods. Frickin' my next card for my year to come is Strength. My birthday is in August, and this is at the end of the month. This is at the end of the season. Strength is what the energy is going to be coming for me at the end of the season, at the end of this reading. Oh my god. Tarot is so magical, you guys. This is just blowing my freaking mind. What the heck? This is so crazy. Okay. That was incredible. Tarot is magic, and magic is real, you guys. This is exactly the energy and stuff that I'm bringing in, is my releasing the skepticism around magic and around spell work and ritual and witchcraft and all of that stuff. It's just dispelling my disbelief. That's what it is. Dispelling my disbelief is going to be something that is important this year. And of course, The Chariot is the Wheel of Fortune is in the position of the Chariot because, yes, the Chariot energy is going to be very prevalent in my season, but also it's ending. It's coming to fruition. It's the final stage of this year. It's the final stage of my Chariot and Tower year. So this is going to be a very, very powerful, very, very important season for me. And it seems like the cards are agreeing. I like to see the star in the house of death because I think that that means I will be guided to or assisted or shown where my rigidity needs to end. So the star is going to be helping me make those endings and make those changes in the Emperor energy in my life. And it seems like the world being in the star position is special too, because I think that in addition to strength being an ending part and being one of those things, I have to have the strength to make those ends, to reach the end. I will also be guided. It's saying that you are not alone. You don't walk this path alone, and you are being guided towards these endings. It's not something that, it's like they're saying, we will be holding your hand. You don't have to do this alone. You can ask for help. You don't even have to ask for help because we're there. We're with you. We're helping you walk through these endings. Hopefully this season will bring me an awakening around like where I'm going when it comes to the Chariot and just what is changing and growing for me and all of that stuff. Lots of things seem to be in play for this season. It feels like a very strong, powerful season. So I'm excited to see what happens. We will see what's going on. It seems like it's going to be good. Okay, that is all I've got right now. I need to kind of process this some more. But whoa, that's all I've got to say right now. This is crazy. This is so special and wild and powerful and exciting. I'm so glad that I did this. I'm so glad that I brought the camera out because now I have documentation of this excitement and special time for me. I'm going to leave this out and I'm going to leave this set up for a little bit, and then it's something that I'm going to return to and look back on for a little while and see if there's any new insights that come to me, and I will get back to you guys if that is the case. Otherwise, thanks for watching. This is a wild one. I hope that you all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one, and yeah, thanks for being with me on this journey.